One thing that I always mention in my tutorials is that you should add your music in your video editing software rather than straight from programs like Videoscribe or Videomaker FX. You get more options like extending the song past the created video or being able to have the music start from a different section. But to do this, we need the original MP3 file. It's quite hidden in Videoscribe, but still accessible. This video will teach you how to access the songs that Videoscribe offers and show you where to find your voiceover file if you decide to record your voiceover straight in Videoscribe. Which you shouldn't, but whatever. I can only show you how it works on a Windows computer, but if you're on a Mac, the folder should be located here. You can look for this file while I go over how to find it on Windows and start paying attention when I talk about what's actually inside the folder. For Windows users, the folder is located here. However, there are a couple of things we have to check first. If you don't know what your username is, hold the Windows key on your keyboard, which is between Ctrl and Alt on the left-hand side of your keyboard, and press the R key. Then type in CMD and press OK. Alternatively, you could search for CMD or a command prompt in the Windows search area. This screen alone will probably show you your username, but you can also type in echo username and hit enter to make sure. The Videoscribe folder is actually hidden, so we have to make sure that you can actually see it when we navigate to it. Open any folder in Windows Explorer and click on Organize, Folder and Search options. Or you can go to your control panel, set it to Small Icon View, and click on Folder Options. Next, switch to the View tab and make sure that Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives is selected, and click OK. Now open a new Windows Explorer window and go to your main hard drive, Users, your username, app data, roaming, Videoscribe desktop, local store. Mac users should be listening again because the file structure should be the same for both versions of the program. It's very important that you do not remove or delete files from these folders. These files are directly tied to the program, so if you delete something, you may cause errors when you try to open something in Videoscribe. Always make a separate copy of whatever you want to pull from these folders by using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-C to copy the file, and pasting it with Ctrl-V in a different location like your desktop or documents folder. If you open the library and the caches folder, you actually have access to the different SVGs that are built into Videoscribe. So if you wanted to make changes to an image you saw in there, you can make a copy of the file and edit the copy in Inkscape or Illustrator. This video is about music and voiceovers, so let's go back to the local store folder and open the documents folder. This is the folder that Videoscribe will download your songs and voiceovers to. You can see that I already have some MP3 files saved in mine. Leave that folder open, but open up Videoscribe. Let's create a new project and click on the music note icon from the main project window. As I mentioned in the audio and voiceover overview video, the songs listed here aren't actually downloaded to your computer yet. You have to add them to your project before it will actually download. So when working on your music, make sure that you're connected to the internet so you don't run into any problems. Let's use the Chestnut Line song. Click on it, and click on the check mark to add it to the project. When you see the Videoscribe icon, that means that the song is being downloaded. Once it's gone, switch back to the Documents folder we opened earlier, and you can see a new file that has been added to the folder. The best way to see which file was added would be to set your view to Details. You can do this by right-clicking somewhere in the folder and selecting View, Details, or by changing it with the View icon at the top. Now let's sort it by date modified. Right-click somewhere in the folder and go to Sort by More. Scroll down to Date Modified, add a check mark to it, and click OK. Click on the Date Modified header at the top of the folder to show which files were created or updated the most recently. You'll see the song that we just added at the top, and if we preview it, we know right away that this is the track that we were looking for. So use Ctrl-C on your keyboard to copy it, open a different folder to save the file to, and paste it with Ctrl-V. The same process can be applied to voiceovers that you record in Videoscribe. Record your voiceover first, switch to this folder, and you should see a new file called something.drawing.voiceover, which, if you're still sorted by date modified, would be your most recent voiceover at the top of the window. And that's pretty much it. You can now import the song or voiceover directly in your video editing program like Camtasia or Movie Maker. You can change its volume, where it starts in your video, and add any fades. You can also import your voiceover into Audacity, although you should have just recorded in Audacity in the first place, and remove background noise, cut out mistakes, and make it sound more consistent. If you haven't already, I highly suggest you go through the tutorials for the free audio editing software called Audacity. We go over all of the effects listed earlier, and it's such a better option than recording straight in programs like Powtoon or Videoscribe. Until next time, this is Luke, signing off. Thanks for watching.